Hey y'all! I know y'all probably like, what the heck? We ain't got no video. We ain't got no nothing. Oh shoot, y'all, my hair. I was trying to get my hair together and I was putting my shirt on. Hey y'all! Oh my god. I was trying to get my shirt together. I got a I got a shirt. I made a design and I thought it was cute. And so I was finishing up my shirt. Hey! How y'all doing? Y'all doing good? I'm glad I can laugh because this has been a rough week. All right, y'all. So let me get that straight. Let me get that straight. I'm looking crazy. I'm looking crazy. You know what? Screw it. Look, y'all. I'm redoing my hair. I'm redoing my hair. I need y'all to see my hair. Y'all gonna see my hair? I'm gonna show y'all my hair later. I'm not gonna show y'all my hair right now. I need y'all to see the purple hair right now because we're gonna be fooling with Prince tonight. Holler! All right, so we busting Prince back out of the archives. So that's why we got some purple on today because we're gonna be rocking with Prince. And we are going to be talking about putting rhinestones on vinyl. Now, this is a topic that has come up numerous amounts of times, and it's a trip because in most instances, when a person, when a person is new to doing rhinestones, one of the first things they ask is putting rhinestones on vinyl. I really don't understand why, but they do. So we're going to talk about that and talk about why it technically doesn't work and some things that you can do to work around it. Again, um I've already put some stuff together so that we don't take forever this evening. I'm sure you remember, for those who have been here for forever, I'm sure y'all remember this. I'm sure y'all remember this shirt. This is the shirt that I did. Actually, you know what? Hang tight. Hang tight. Hang tight. Hang tight. Hang tight. Where is it at? Right here. Right here. This was. There is no way. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yikes. Y'all, that was November of 2021. November of 2021. So 4 years ago that I did that print shirt. That is crazy. I'm sitting here thinking 2 years ago, maybe. Yeah, no, that was 4 years ago that I did that print shirt, right? And I apologize in advance for this. Hold on, let me try and turn this. See if I can turn that off. Hopefully it'll work. So yeah, 4 years ago, I did this shirt, the exact same design, exact same shirt. It might have been a little bit bigger though. Thinking back in it, it might have been a little bit bigger. But this is it because this is booth right. Okay, so anyway, and I did the shirt. Well, back then, way back in the olden days, um, it was made known to me back then that you could put rhinestones on glitter vinyl. You can't put rhinestones on regular vinyl, but you could put rhinestones on glitter vinyl and it will stay, right? Well, I put rhinestones on the glitter vinyl and it did press and it will be on there. But once you go to wash it a couple of times, the stones will come off. All right. So we'll show you what all of that looks like. And like I said, some alternatives will show you what you can do in the meanwhile. But this is what we're going to be working with today. And I kind of wanted to show it to you and see if we can't get some science going on, some science experiments. But at any rate, hey family, you thought that was your Dexcom? No, no Daycom. Unfortunately, I have put my. Normally, I don't put my Dexcom on my arm. Normally, they're on my thighs, and because what that does is it makes it line of sight for my Omnipod. But the last few times I've been using the Dexcom on my thigh, it's been really, really sore. and they haven't been reading very well. I've been getting false readings, horribly off false readings. So I was like, let me try it on my arm this time. Well, that's not line of sight for my Dexcom. But anyway, that's a whole different story. I am She Collective. Thank you. You ever received an order on Saturday? Oh, yay. I'm glad you got everything nicely. Thank you for letting me know. And then I got a couple of questions. I want to see if you guys, if the people are in here, answer. Oh, you know what? Hang on tight, y'all. Because let me see if this person, because somebody reached out to me and was like asking questions. And I'm like, bruh, I mean, we go live on Sundays. So if you wants to come live, okay, my bad. So there are times where folks will reach out and I'm like, I can't always answer like right. But anyway, hi Tanya, welcome and thank y'all for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I'm not gonna get to say hey to everybody, I saw we, but I'm gonna try and get a lot of you. Hey, Precious Pieces, welcome. Thank you for being here and for being a purple YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate you. Hey, Knick-Knack Nurse, welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. We also have Brillium46. Welcome, Brillium. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. If you have any questions, just shoot us a message in the chat. So Crafty, welcome. Thank you for being here and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And how is our crafty grandbaby doing? Addie Green, welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. We also have Spilling the Diversity. Hey, honey, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We also have, oh, hey, Barkua. Hey, Jeanette, welcome. Mello, hey, Mello. Give Mello a big old squeeze for me. Hey, DB, welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. Robbins Williams, 8104, welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. Hey, DB, welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us this evening. Elba Ortiz, hey, Elba, welcome. And thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Joe said, Lover Check, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Monique Johnson, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Lachey, 2258, welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out, my dear. Miss Evelyn, hello, welcome. Give my friend a hug for me. And thank you for coming to hang out with us this evening. EJ's daughter, thank you so very much. Yas for Prince. Yas. Thank you for coming to hang out and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Hey, Miss Sharon Davenport, welcome. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Linda Gray, hey, hun, welcome. Big hugs and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Hey, Miss Bobby, welcome. Thank you for coming and hanging with a fellow YouTuber. I appreciate you and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member over here. Anna Smith, welcome and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Thank you for coming to hang out. Sheila Cushman, hi Sheila Cushionberry, welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us this evening. Hey, Miss Merlinda, welcome and thank you for coming to hang out and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Miss 143 is also a YouTube Hoop Group member. Hey, honey, welcome. Big hugs. Good to see you here. Thank you. We also have Dempsey Boo. Hey, Dempsey Boo. I'm sorry I missed you this morning. I saw you were live. And what was I doing this morning? I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off all day. Well, except for when we laid in bed for a good bit earlier today. But after that, I was like pew, 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 all over the place. So it was like, bruh. But it was good to see you when you were live the other day, yesterday. So thank you. And for being a YouTube Hoop Group member, thank you. Appreciate you being here. Hey, Paula Sellers, welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us this evening. Geneva Coleman, welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us this evening and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And a couple more, and that's it. I got to keep going. Bridget Porter. Hey, Bridget Porter, you're excited about your new pooling embroidery machine, making room in your craft room so that you can get started. Congratulations. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes, thank you so very much for letting us know about your new baby. Congrats. Momo Forever, welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. Boyd Apparel Designs, welcome. And thank you for coming to hang out with us. And Faith Smiley, welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out with us. And I am going to scroll. Hey, Katrina Creations, Martha Jordan, Terry Hunt, welcome. Miss Jake Bryant, big hugs, welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Teresa, it's Art and Crafts. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. Mary Brown, thank you as well for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. And Latanya Rowe, welcome. Okay, y'all, I have got to scroll because this is not a long process because I did, hey, Brandy, Mr. X, I did at Kevin, Martha Jordan, that to this creations. Hey, honey. Man, I am so mad, Dorica. Like, I was watching. And what happened? My dad called or something. And it was like the good part where you was actually getting ready to stuff the balloon. I missed all that. I come back, the balloon stuff, the bear in there. I was like, bruh, now I'm gonna have to go back and watch the replay. I wanted to see the magic happen right before my eyes and couldn't. I was so sad. But anyway. So yeah, hey Daddy Crafts. All right, so scrolling. Lady Ash, hey honey. Hey Kristen. Okay, hang on. Let me scroll down because I saw a member and I want to make sure to get that Boyd Apparel Designs new member. Holla! Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you. We appreciate you coming to be a part of the group. That bell reminded me I just got the HTV Runt Press 2. What pressure do y'all use for DTF? First of all, Enduring Heart Designs. Hi, yes, honey. Yes, congratulations on your baby. I use the maximum pressure. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't use that light pressure for anything. Like if it's going on there, it's gonna get squeezed. Okay, so 170, I think is what it is. That's the pressure that I use. So if anybody else has anything else that they choose to do differently, please holler, sound off in the chat. I got quite a few questions for y'all tonight. So hopefully you will enjoy the show. Hey, Patrice, welcome. And Marilyn, hey, Marilyn, welcome. Oh, congratulations on your DTV hat press polyseller. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Now let me go back and check and see these comments that he starred for me. Let's see. That was that. Little Dex come on the back of my arm and instantly on the pump in the back of the what? Laura. Ugh, Laura. I don't think I could do that. That pump is kind of bulky for me. I'll give it a try though, because it's just annoying. Thank you, Sunshine. I'm glad you got everything. Andrea Butler, you need it. Yay. Oh, y'all. We got flock incoming. We got more of our signature purple flock incoming. So hopefully that will be here soon. Yay, I'm glad you got your bag, Miss Lovely. Let's see, what else do I have in my reminder? I think that's it. Okay. Gail said I love it when you wear. I be trying to look a little extra cute sometimes, but it's the purple for me because we got a you dummy world be making many more. Oh, cool. Okay, y'all. So let us get on with the vinyl. So let me get my questions together because I tried to call myself prepping for this show tonight, and we'll see how it goes. But let's see. What questions did I have for y'all? Nope, not there. Well, I tell you what, this is crazy mess. Let's see. Okay. So drop a diamond in the chat if you know what a diamond is. If you're a rhinestone. No, yeah, drop a diamond in the chat if you're a rhinestone addict, or a heart if you prefer glitter vinyl or vinyl instead of the stones. Let me know. Weigh in. We got a couple of other questions that we're gonna go through, but tonight, yes, more purple flock is coming. Yes, Sharon Davenport. Yes. I will definitely let you know when you can order the flock. Okay, so again, we are going to be looking at putting rhinestones on vinyl. I've already cut the rhinestone templates and everything. So with this one, I want to give a huge shout out to Caesar because I use the Caesar. This is what I use. Caesar Easy Color DTV to print out prints to put him on my shirt because I don't have a DTF printer. Whenever I want DTF prints, I send them off to prints. whenever I need DTF prints printed out, I will send them off to a local printer. Well, they're not open on the weekends, number one. And number two, I needed to be able to print him right here. So that's what I did. So that's him. And I did the knockout in silhouette. And I did the knockout. I put the squares behind him because I wanted the glittery look or the rhinestone look behind him, right? So, and then what I did was I printed this out because I used, and I'm sorry, Caesar, on this part though, is really my bad, but I printed it out with my silhouette business edition because I was already working with the rhinestones, right? And this is a file that is, like I said, it was back in 2021. So I had already had the file, the silhouette file. And I cut him out with the silhouette, and then I did all the other doohickeys with silhouette. So that's what I did. And besides that, Romeo is over there, and I got a table full of stuff, so I couldn't use Romeo. But at any rate, the DTV though came through like a champ, and he looks great. So my thing is, let's talk about what happens when we put the stones on this material. We'll get some stones, put them on there, and show you what it looks like. And then again, we'll talk about some alternatives that we can do as opposed to using it on vinyl. But we need to talk about the science that's behind it and everything. Now, I kind of want to start out printing prints. I know, right? Purple diamonds. Yes. Thank you, Sylvia Dinkins. My friend loved her gifts. I have to do this one for her. Oh, y'all, it's holler. So first things first. Let me see, did this person respond to me? Because I want to see 10 minutes ago. Okay, cool. So hopefully this person will pop in and I can answer some questions, and hopefully he will answer. Hey, Kai, hi, Kai. And hopefully he'll ask the questions that he needs. But off rip, let me show you guys what process it was that I went through. Let me see if I can show you anyways, because it's like, bro, all right, so can't show that yet. And this one is going to go there, and this, and that. Okay. And then actually let's do this and bring this here and here, and let's do this. Hang on, I'm gonna share screen. I'm gonna share my screen with you. Okay, so the question came to me on Instagram about how do you get templates? Okay, and which to me was an interesting question because, you know, we talk about templates and stuff like that all the time over here. But if this isn't somewhere that you come to on a regular basis, then you would know about the templates, right? So let me bring this over here, and then I'm gonna share this screen with y'all. Hey Jess. Hey Georgia Peach, welcome. Welcome. That is not the right thing. I think it's this one. Yep. Share screen, entire screen. Okay. All right. So here we go. Here is. Wait a minute. I gotta tell y'all something funny. So the supervisor came over because my son needed to do something to fix on my computer. And he came in, and I kid you not, I had just pressed this shirt on the heat press, right? So as soon as he walked in, I told my son, I said, you want to see some fire? I was like, look. And he was like, oh, brother, whatever. And his wife was like, oh, I love it. My daughter was like, I love it. So then the supervisor came up, and he was looking at her. I said, this is your grandpa. And he said, okay, and walked off. I was like, even the baby know. But anyway, my bad. Okay, so let's go back to sharing screen. Sorry, I had to tell y'all that because that thing was hilarious. Okay, so here is the start to say the supervisor. Here is Oh, that's so sweet, Addie Green. I'm glad she likes her bling shirts. That's what's up. And it's awesome when you can give something to someone that they love and they enjoy and it makes them feel better. I like that. Thank you for sharing that with me. But here is one of many pictures that I absolutely love of Prince, right? And so my thing is, first off, I wanted him blinged out. Okay. That's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But the thing about doing bling sometimes is, I can put purple stones around him, but I was just really looking forward to I had a design in mind, okay? And I'm gonna show you the design that I had in mind. But I'm gonna show you this first. First off, I had to go based off of the size that I have, right? And I can't do DTF any bigger than 8.5 by 11 because I don't have a DTF printer. So here is an 8.5 by 11 on my silhouette. And I brought it here because I'm pretty used to and very fluent in using Silhouette Business Edition for doing my rhinestone templates. Okay. So just a really quick, hopefully rundown on how to do a rhinestone template, but there's going to be some heavy stuff in here for half a second. All right. So here he is looking smexy, might I add. Okay. So let's copy him. And then here is the background that I wanted him on. I wanted the purple behind him because, of course, we all know purple is the color, right? So I'm going to make this bigger. All right. And then I'm going to paste him on top of the squares because that's how I wanted it. I wanted it to look just like this. Okay. So my thing was back then, I wanted the purple to be the purple glitter because I was told then that you could put Hotfix Rhinestones on glitter vinyl and it would stick. And it does, but it doesn't last. But that I digress. I have to keep repeating that because I'm showing you this process and I don't want folks to get frustrated putting rhinestones on glitter. But anyway, I didn't want to bling him. I wanted to bling the background. So I have my background, and the first thing I need to do is bling this. Now I can bling it like it is by coming over here to the right hand side of my screen. There's a toolbar over here on the right. It's a circle. If you had the business edition, right? Silhouette business edition. And then you click on that and it turns to the rhinestone tool area. And I have these squares selected. I have SS10 selected, or you can do SS6, or you can do 16 or 20, but I'm doing 10. And then because these are squares, I'm just going to hit this linear or the square section right here. And if I do that, it's thinking because I've been doing this all day. So it turns it into squares. I mean, into rhinestones to fit that. But the problem is, if I bring him now, I hope this doesn't crash. It looks like it's going to act up on me. I hope not. But if it does, we'll come back to it. But if I bring him back over here, the problem is going to be there will be rhinestones behind him, right? That's not what we want. We don't want rhinestones behind him. So I had to, and I'm skipping ahead because that one was acting up. See, it never did bring him back over. So I did a cutout. So I put him on top of the squares. And then I came over here to the modify panel and I did subtract. And when I subtracted him from the background, this is what I had left. So now I can select these and I can turn these into rhinestones by coming back to the rhinestone panel, doing rhinestones, which is stuck. It's not coming back because I, whatever. And so there's how we get this. Okay. So here is the rhinestones that will go around him, but on the purple. Hey, Jeanette. So did you catch all of that? Hopefully all of that you were able to catch it. Here are the cutout of the purple squares. And I did put the stones where they're just inset of the purple. Okay. So I cut it out and I turned all of this into rhinestones. It's not perfect, but I don't need it to be perfect if I have the glitter vinyl behind it. You see what I'm saying? So the glitter vinyl behind it was going to be like an accent that made the rhinestones stand out even more, which was why it hurt my feelings so cussing bad when I was unable to have this wash and my stones still stay on the rhinestone, on the glitter vinyl. It hurt my feelings real bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was very upset when I got my shirt and I saw them stones had popped out of that glitter vinyl. Because what you ain't finna do is desecrate prints. I'm just saying, you ain't finna do that. Not on my watch. And so for the stones to fall off, I was upset. Did I create an offset of prints? I did not create an offset of prints when I did that. But what I did do was create an offset of the purple squares behind him for the rhinestones. You see what I'm saying? So if I come here and show you what I mean by that, right here, see, there's no offset of him on now. Don't be looking too hard at him. I'm just saying, you can look, but don't be looking lustfully or none of that kind of mess. Okay, because that's over here. Okay, this belongs here. All right, so just saying. Anyway, but you can see there is no offset because he's tight in on that vinyl, on that glitter vinyl. See, there's no space between him and that glitter vinyl at all, and that's how I wanted it. But what I did want was when I put the rhinestones on here, I wanted the rhinestones to be offset of him a little bit and offset from the edge of the purple glitter vinyl. Okay. Now, what I will say is this, and I don't know this for sure because I haven't tried it, but we're going to try it tonight, is if we put rhinestones on this, the glitter vinyl, okay, if we put the rhinestones on that glitter vinyl and it's not being washed like a tote or something, you know what I'm saying? Will it last longer or will it still pop off? I don't know. We're going to test that. I don't know that I'm going to test it on this, but we're going to test it on some glitter vinyl. I got a strip of glitter vinyl over there. We're going to put it on something and we're going to test it to see how long it would last if just regular application that's not being washed. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you an alternative, right? So let's keep going with our slideshow. Because the separation, the alternative of what I did was this is if the rhinestones will stay on the glitter vinyl, like on a tote and not pop off because we're not washing the tote, then yes, this is totally doable and we'll be able to use it for that application, and you'll be able to go back to putting rhinestones on glitter vinyl. Now, do me a favor. Sheila, that was funny. So can you cut the glitter vinyl like a template, but use it? So Tish Rothman, yes, that was another option of what I intended to do, but we gonna get to that. Paula, yes, we can. I can simply just take this away and take this away and take this away and do that in purple. Heck yes, ma'am. That would be fire. It sure would. But that's what we always do. My whole goal with the show tonight is to show whether or not glitter vinyl is even an option, or vinyl is even an option with rhinestones. I will tell you that regular vinyl is not an option with rhinestones. I don't even want to test that because it's a waste of my time, and that had me heated too because I put the rhinestones on vinyl. It wasn't even a whole lot of rhinestones, and when I tell you every last one of them suckers popped right off, my feelings was hurt then too. Okay, but the difference is the rhinestones on the vinyl pop right off. Like it was no hesitation, no deviation, no hands down on 85. I'm picking names of. Okay, but anyway, so there was no hesitation when that came off of that vinyl. But on the glitter vinyl, some of the stones washed off, but some of the stones stayed. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I'm focusing more with the glitter vinyl than just regular vinyl, and going to test with the glitter vinyl and not test with the regular vinyl. Okay. So yeah, see, it came off the regular vinyl before she even got it off the press, you know? So it's like, bro, why I'm not even gonna put y'all through that. Okay, because we got enough that we're gonna be dealing with. All right. So this is the other option that I came up with. I was like, okay. I love the look of the glitter vinyl. I really do. In my opinion, I love the look of the glitter vinyl. So what is an alternative? Well, this is the alternative that I came up with. And what that involves is, even though no, he's not in jail, but what we're doing is we're taking the purple glitter vinyl and I'm cutting out these strips that are just big enough for rhinestones to go into. And what I'm going to do is put these rhinestones in these little divots here. And then that way, what we will have, oh, wait a minute, hold on. I got to mirror it because this is vinyl. So I had to mirror it so that I could cut out the glitter vinyl. So hold on, let's put that back. And then we're going to put this in those. So the rhinestones will fit in these strips right here. And I'm going to have to take these out manually because I didn't remove them. But this is how it's going to go. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So at least there will be some rhinestones accents in there. So we're gonna see how that looks. We're gonna do this tonight too because I haven't ever done this with the glitter vinyl, and I just kind of want to see how it looks. Okay, so that's what we're doing tonight. We just playing around with some vinyl. Now, my question to you all is, do you think the rhinestones will pop off if I rough them up a little bit on the glitter vinyl, or do you think it'll stay? Put yes, you think it'll stay, or no, you think it'll pop off in the chat. Let me know which one you think. All right, so let's switch over to the cutting table. Oh, wait a minute, time out. What time is it? 9:35. Silly me. Silly me. I forgot to tell you, we do have a new color releasing tonight as well. Okay, we do have a new color tonight. We have a new rhinestone color, new icy, because icy is the nicest. New color. All right. So let's switch over to the table. Boop. All right. And so there is the template that I was working on tonight. Oh gosh. Let me get up. Yes, a new one. You made the design. Yes, I made this design, Miss Sharon Davenport. I did. Is the hair theme a clue? No, not this time. It's not. That was a good catch though, Kristen, because you know I sure will do a hint. And actually, funny thing is, y'all already saw a hint. But anyways, all right. So let me move all of this out the way. Here's the template that I did make tonight that I wanted to go on my shirt tonight, but we're not doing that right now. We're gonna go to prints. Okay, so here is his royal badness. I've already cut this on the cutting machine, so he's already cut. I just haven't weeded him out. What was the last new color? What was the last new color? Penny? It was a group. The last new colors was a group of colors. And this is the one with the strips cut out in it. Can you get what template? Boyd. Prince? No, I can't. I ain't trying to have them coming after me. And I'm not really one to share me in anyways. So I'm just saying. Where is my shirt? Oh, right here. Here's a shirt, but I kind of want to try platinum. Yeah, probably platinum. It's probably platinum. We had a bunch of new colors. come out right about the same time. Thank you, Sharon Downford. I appreciate that. I was being a little nostalgic because I'm not too far from turning 50. And so I was like, y'all, I'll be 50 soon. That's crazy. I'll be, what they say, over the hill. It's kind of, anyway. So that's what that deal was. All right. So here is the template. We're going to weed this. So just to go ahead and get it out the way of weeding. And then after we're done weeding, I'm going to weed him. But I want to be sure that I don't, am I doing this right? I'm not doing this right. Oh my gosh. I just messed up. I mean, I'm not super worried about it. I can fix it, but I just messed up. Let me put this back. Let me see if that'll fit back in there. I just messed up. I'm supposed to be reverse weeding, not leaving the strips. I'm supposed to be removing the strips. Oh no, that was terrible. I may have to cut this again. This is what I was supposed to have been taking out. Mm-hmm. This is what I was supposed to have taken out. All right, so that's going to leave, this is going to leave us some glitter vinyl to test out with our rhinestones to see if it pops off. And I'm going to put it on something else. All right, so let me get this other one out of here. I may cut this again, girl, because he got to be perfect. I'm just saying. Can't be jacked up. Is that cut right? That one, oh, it didn't cut right either. Yeah, it did. I'm going to read that correctly. All right, so what I also, FYI, also what I did was I cut these strips, these channels for the rhinestones to go in. I cut them at the width of an SS10 stone so that I won't have a whole bunch of space around those stones. So I purposely did that. So just so that you would be like, well, how did you know what size to do on the thing? Hey, Sean. Go Savvy Designs. Y'all was talking about that Terrio Magic earlier. I was working, so I couldn't wait time in. I love Terrio Magic. That stuff is bomb.com. Like, that's better than, what was the name of that old spray starch that everybody used to use back in the day when we was little? Magic spray, magic something. I forget the name of it. That's what that Terrio reminds me of. That's some good stuff. All right, y'all. I have never, ever been a fan of weeding vinyl. And glitter vinyl is no exception. But for prints, it's worth it because of how it turns out. I will say, though, glitter vinyl is more prone to tearing than regular vinyl is. So just, you know, keep that in mind when you go to do your vinyl projects. So if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the chat. If there's anything you need to know, drop it in the chat. But I'm not using Terrio at this moment, not tonight. But Terrio Magic is used for stiffening fabric. It'll make like cotton, quilters cotton. It'll make it so stiff you think it was a piece of paper. That's how stiff it'll be. All right. So that's what's going to go around him. And the rhinestone template that I've already made and cut out is going to fit in these channels. And hopefully we can get it to look cute. Hopefully we can get it to look super cute. Except for where I tore it. But hopefully that'll fuse together once we go to press it. That's my hope. Because right now it's fitting together like it's supposed to, except for this part right up here. But for the most part, it's not a boo-boo that can't be fixed. Okay. All right. So here is the glitter vinyl part. And then here is the prints part. And this weeds like butter. So I love this. Look how easy that is. Simple. And so what's going to happen is we're going to press this. See how that fits around him? That looks good like it is. And then we're going to put the rhinestones in the channels. Okay. So let's set that off to the side. And let's find something to put this on. Because we're going to try out the... we're going to try out the rhinestones and put it on something. So, let me see if I can't find some fabric. Just some scrap fabric. Oh, there was one thing I kind of wanted to try with y'all tonight. Depending upon what time we get to a good place, I'll see if we can do it. But I've been had it. Let me grab this so that y'all can hear me. There's another product that I have. And I was like, I wonder if this would work for what we trying to accomplish. Actually, I probably should have left the microphone over there because y'all gonna hear me struggling. 1 minute. I'm gonna go through this paperwork. Oh, here it is. Oh, ouch. Boy, I tell you, that 50 is a fool. Okay. So this right here, this is photo fabric. And it's called paperback fabric for use with inkjet printers. Works with all inkjet printers. Fabric is soft to the touch. 5 sheets is in here. Print, peel, and sew, right? So they're saying that this is actually fabric. But I'm trying to put rhinestones on the glitter vinyl. If this is vinyl, then this won't work for rhinestones. But if it's not vinyl, if it really is fabric, then you should be able to put rhinestones on this. But it's not glitter. You know what I'm saying? So this kind of defeats the purpose. If I was trying to bling out prints, then I would try this to see if I could put rhinestones on it. So I may try this with something else, some other kind of image, to see if we can put rhinestones. If you've used this in a quilt, Sean, then this must be real fabric. And if it is, you can put rhinestones on this and use it kind of like sublimation. You know, because sublimation is the ink is absorbed into the fabric of the shirt, so the fabric is available for you to put rhinestones on it. So we're gonna have to try this at some point. I gotta figure out something to put on it to use, because I'm not trying to bling out prints. I need to see all of that handsomeness for what it is. So that's not gonna work. I don't want to cover him up, but we're gonna try this. You know what? Let me not do all of that. Let's do this. And then that way, because I have a strip right here from my other template. And look, that's about the same. See? So we can do a little bit of a strip right here and put it on that. And then put it on this fabric right here and try it out. Okay? regular ink for the Caesar. So you put heat and bond on the printable fabric instead of sewing it on. For the Caesar, okay, hold up. Let's back up. Paula Sellers. For the Caesar Easy Color DTV, do you use sublimation printer or regular printer? For the Caesar Easy Color DTV, that is for a regular inkjet printer. That is for a regular inkjet printer. It is not sublimation, which is super cool. Enduring Heart Designs adds, so you put heat and bond on the printable fabric instead of sewing it on. I don't put anything on this. It must come with its own adhesive. What did I just do with it? Right here. Paperback fabric for use with inkjet printers. Oh, I see what you're saying. Print, peel, and sew. This is not heat applied. So yeah, I guess you could put heat and bond on the back of it. Yeah, see, it says cotton twill. I didn't notice that. So because this says cotton twill, then yes, you can put rhinestones on this. So if you wanted, like how this picture of the crown, see, they did put gems on there. Print the picture of the crown and bling it out. And then, yeah, I guess you could put heat bond on the back of it and press it onto a shirt. I was so shocked how well it worked. I was putting photos inside a quilt. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Regular inkjet printer for this as well. So that's pretty cool. I don't have a link to this because this I got at, I want to say I got this from Joann's back when Joann's was open. Have y'all seen where else I can get this? Let me know. Holler in the chat where we can grab that if somebody wanted it. And then I can let you guys know. All right, so really simple test. Again, we're just going to press this piece on here. I'm going to straighten it up a little bit. Walmart has it. Okay, so check at Walmart to see if that is at Walmart. Hobby Lobby has it as well. Okay, good. Thank y'all. One thing's for certain, I'm sure you got a Walmart not too terribly far from you. Amazon, that's a good one. Michael's also has it. Okay, not Michael's. Nice. So I'm gonna lay this on the heat press. I'm gonna put parchment paper over the top of it just in case. I don't think it'll melt, but you never know. All right, and so let's grab this and we will put on here just some regular crystal AB. Because I have good and plenty of crystal AB. The jungle has it. Not the jungle. Don't be talking junk about my people. I love some Amazon now. They treat a heifer right. Staples sells it? Okay. Nice. All right. So this is just a little itty bitty bit that we're going to put on here. Not a whole lot because there's no point in wasting a ton of stones, right? Beautiful crystal AB. And then here's a little scrap. I keep scraps over here off to the side just for little projects like this one. I did not know you couldn't say it on TikTok. See, that's why the Lord didn't need me on TikTok, because I be done hauled off and said all kind of stuff I ain't know I wasn't supposed to say. All right. I don't know why they hating. Okay, so here's the glitter vinyl. All right, it's pressed on, looking really pretty, very beautiful shade of purple. I love the shade of purple. And I'm just gonna lay this right here on top, just like so. All right, and you can see doesn't look the best. I think it would look better if it was like violet ice or something like that. Violet Ice, Violet Volcano, one of those colors. I think that would have been really pretty. But if we were to do, so that's pretty much the route I'm going to go with Prince and the stripes in his thing. I'm going to do violet. I'm sorry. I'm going to do iris, which is purple. All right. So here are the stones pressed onto the glitter vinyl. So it does press. It does go on there. As we can see, this is Crystal AB on the purple glitter vinyl. Okay. Hey, DB. Hey, D Smith. So I'm going to let this cool off for a minute, which is why I'm flopping it around. And while this is cooling off, I'm going to get the rhinestone template for that shirt. Okay. So set that right there. Push that in. Oh, where's my shirt? And I'm going to pre-press the shirt. So that's already done. Also, now this shirt, again, we're going to do with the stripes. We're not going to do the full pattern of rhinestones all the way around. Okay, so here is, I think this is, yeah, this is the stripes. So let me grab this. Well, SS6 makes a difference due to it being a smaller stone. Deborah Browning, I think it would make it worse, so to speak, because at least you would have a fighting chance with more glue, more surface glue trying to hold on to the glitter vinyl than for a smaller bit of surface glue. Now, as far as being knocked about and knocked off, the smaller stone probably would do better because it's a smaller surface area and less prone to getting burnished or rubbed wrong or something or scratched off. So I don't know. We can try that too at some point. We can try that as well. So here is, I'm gonna have to print another print though, so that we can do the one that is not with the stripes and then do the one with the stripes. So here's the one with the stripes. So that's 2 that did not peel, 3 that did not peel. Nice. Okay, so that's 3. And then here is the one that is all right. So if you can pull off in a fluid motion, it helps with how many dots are left behind. If you can just keep fluid motion pulling, but you see the minute I stopped right there, none of those came off. So just FYI. So going back to how I was talking earlier, because like I said, I did reach out to the person on Instagram who asked about how to get a template, and if he had questions to just pop in over here. These are the rhinestone templates, okay? And I don't know. So for those who may not have seen, I showed how I created this rhinestone template in Silhouette Business Edition. And once you create it, you would get this material, which is called rhinestone flock. And this is a soft suede-ish feeling material, but it has adhesive on the back, where you cut out the rhinestone template and then use it to brush in the rhinestones, which is what we're getting ready to do. So let's set this off to the side because that's done. But the rhinestone template is, we can reuse it over and over and over again. Okay. So I can make as many prints shirts as I want once I'm done with this template, this rhinestone template. Okay. So here is the one again that is, hey Willie Roseman, this is the one that again is without the rhinestone vinyl, so that we can see, not rhinestone vinyl, glitter vinyl, so that we see what it looks like with the glitter vinyl. And this is the one that I'm going to show, see how it turns out with the lines only. So, all right, so going back to this, it's been cooled off. Okay, so I'm scratching at it. Okay. So you see that, messing with it, scratching at it with my nail, really trying to pop this off, and it ain't coming off. Okay, so if we wanted to make this with glitter vinyl, we can do it with glitter vinyl, like on a tote or something like that. Okay, something that you're not going to wash. But if you put this on a shirt, the stones may last one wash, but after the second, the third, the fourth wash, the stones are going to come off. Okay, but as of right now, they're on here. Like they ain't trying to get off of this glitter vinyl. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, I showed that when I did my print shirt back then, but I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that. All right. So here is my t-shirt. Up Designs, congratulations on your printer. Holla. Yes, honey. Yes. Congratulations. All right. So I'm trying to cool it off just a little bit. All right. I'm trying to cool it off just a little bit. And then that way it won't warp my surface. Okay. So that's why I'm flopping it. All right. So let's get this laid down. And what I'm going to do is what I did earlier today. I did the glitter first, if I'm remembering correctly. Let me fix this where I broke it. Lord, I done about chipped my nail scratching at the rhinestones. Shit, that's dedication. Okay. All right. So lay this in place. And then get this to stitch back in place. Sweet. All right. So now let's put this down. And I want him to be seen front and center. So he's going to be a little higher up than I probably would normally put a design. But that's okay because he needs to be that high up. Miss Gail Design, thank you for being a member for 31 months. Hi. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you so much, Miss Gail. Thank you so very much. All right. So here is, now when you do the glitter vinyl, don't forget you have to reverse the glitter vinyl. You have to reverse the glitter vinyl. Okay. Now I'm going to press this on. I am going to press this 350 degrees. And I'm going to do the same amount of time that I do with rhinestones because that works really well for me. It has worked well for me for years. All right. And so here is the Prince Transfer DTV. Again, this is, let me go get the paper for it. And then I need to find the thing. Pull this out. This is what I use to print out prints on my inkjet printer. Okay, Caesar Easy Color DTV. Okay. And so here is the shirt. Let me move this. All right. And so we're going to peel this hot. Man, that looks so good. That, oh, this purple is so pretty. I have the other purple too. That's more of a pinkish, reddish purple. I have that one. This is more of a blue purple, my favorite. But look at how pretty that is. Good Lord, have mercy. Okay, so there's that. Now I need to get um, prints put in place. Okay, so the Caesar Easy Color DTV works like this. You have to print it on your printer. Then after you print it on the printer, you weed him out, weed all the extra, which that's what this was. I cut him out and then, oh, sorry, I cut him out and then took all the rest of it off, right? And so now I need to pick this up and you use a transfer sheet for that. And I had one because I just used this. Oh, wait a minute. Is this it? Nope. Let me get another one. I had one earlier because I just did this. I don't know what I did with the transfer sheet. All right, and here is the transfer sheet. So you have to, and technically I could just peel him off of here and just set him down, but let's do it the proper way. All right. And so let's get this over here. We're already after 10 o'clock. So I need to print the other prints. There we go. All right. And so Easy Color DTV comes with 5 sheets of this to put in your printer, and then 1 sheet of this transfer tape. Okay. So then we take the transfer tape and we lay it down on top, just like so. And then we take a squeegee and we kind of squeegee or burnish if you got a burnisher, but they recommend a squeegee. And you squeegee all of the surface over what you're going to peel. The transfer sheet is very similar to a rhinestone transfer tape, except this is very thick and stiff. This is stiffer than transfer tape. Okay, the transfer tape is more flexible. This is more stiff. But in a pinch, when I was running low on transfer tape and didn't have any, I went to and bought this set so that I could use this tape with the rhinestones. But I don't recommend doing that long term. Okay. Is this the right thing? This can't be the right thing. This is not the right thing, y'all. Oh my gosh. Do you see that? This is my what's-a-face tape. Oh my God. Hold on. I can't use this. This is, I didn't know. This is, that was not the DTV tape that came in. I don't know why that was with the rest of that. Hold on, y'all. I messed up. Hold on. Hang on. Let's get y'all over here and let's print prints again. Which I gotta print them again anyway. But that was my tattoo paper stuff. And I don't know why it was in with my DTV set, because it was in the container where I keep my DTV stuff. Excuse me, I have something. Oh, I got issues. So I'm gonna let that print, and while that prints, let me look in this envelope. This one isn't open. Why is that in, or is this one? No, that ain't one either. My adapter's in the folder. Okay. This is a brand new one, so I know it'll be the right thing. And I still don't know what I did with the other one. With the original one that I used earlier today. That's one negative. I probably could have just used rhinestone transfer tape. Probably. But I'm not going to take that chance. But that's the one thing that I don't particularly care for with this set is it only comes with one. So if something happens to that one, what do? You don't have anything. So let me not set this down because I'm going to need it to cut this one. These two. All right. So we printed him again. And I'm actually going to cut him out twice because the one is going to be I'm sorry, I left the microphone. The one is going to be for the stripes rhinestones and the other one is going to be for the full rhinestones. So sorry about that. Here's the DTV sheet. Okay. And I have no clue what I did with the other one unless nope, I ain't either. Okay. Oh, is this it? Here it is right here. OMG. It got stuck to the back of my mat. Well. All right. So here is the first prints. Because I can't use that other one I just had. It has the adhesive on it, and that'll get on the shirt and ruin the whole thing. So I hate that. All right, so I'm going to cut this out with my silhouette. Only because it's right here. It's already set up. And booyah, we'll be done. All right, so that's it. Let's send to cutter. And what did I put this on? I put this on. Let's put this on this. All right. Some of the cut lines are overlapping the border. What? Since when? Is this the right one? Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, I'm coming. There's that one. There's that one. This got to be the right one. So, all right. My bad. So you know what? While that's cutting, let's work on this. Let's work on this. Let me find my. Well, hopefully I can work on it. Hold on. Let me find my iris. See if I got some iris right here. I may not. That thing sounds horrible. That's one thing I can say about the Caesar Romeo and stuff. It don't sound like that at all, actually. But you know, whatever. Oh, you know what? I got well, maybe I don't. Let me see. I got violet ice. Let's use violet ice instead of the iris. Okay. Here's this one. And now I need to cut this one. So I'm going to make 2 shirts. So I'll have 3 Prince shirts. All of them will be different. And eventually, I will have 4 Prince shirts. But that's a shirt for another day. Cameo Ford, yes. Did it cut off? Why did it cut off? Oh my God, y'all. It cut wrong. Why is this fighting me tonight? Hold on. Let me bling before I have a fit. I may have to cut my machine off and reset it. If I was cutting on the Romeo, I probably wouldn't be having this issue. Even though I didn't have this issue earlier. I did not have this issue earlier. Oh, thank you, Lorraine. Bro, can you heat press it? Can you heat press it? Can I heat press what? CJ Spice. Everything that I'm doing tonight, I can heat press. Everything. So if you do my prints, I'm going to heat press it. They do talk about an iron on the box, if that's what you're asking about. They do say something about an iron, but I use my heat press. And I do the same time, same temp that I do with my rhinestones, even though that's probably not the right time temp, but that's what I used. And I didn't have any issues with the first prints shirt that I did earlier tonight. Man. Okay. Let me see, did this thing print right? Because if it didn't cut right, I ain't trying to be wasting all my darn Caesar DTV stuff. Because I got that from Michael's. So, you know, I paid premium for that. It was not on sale. But I do like it. It's actually really cool in a pinch. So, you know, if I can't get to my DTF printer, meaning I don't print them, I send them off to be printed by someone I know who has a shop, and I'll go pick it up within a couple of hours. That's how quickly they turn around their orders. And so it helps to be able to get a hold to them that way without me actually owning a DTF printer. But if I have a project that is where I can do it 8.5 by 11, it doesn't have to be a large size, then I can use that Caesar DTV and print it with my regular inkjet printer, and have something made. Okay, so there's that. All right, so I'm gonna fuss if this thing did not cut out right, because it did not cut properly. I don't know why. The first, this one did not cut properly. That I just took off of the printer, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna take this one off of the cutter. Sorry, not printer, the cutter. All right, and there we have it. So you cut out the rhinestone design, and you pour the stones on, and you brush them in. I apologize, I did not mention that earlier when I started this. For anyone new who is not familiar with how to do a rhinestone template, this is how you brush in one. And once you brush the template in, the stones, just got to be really careful with your template. Try not to knock the stones out, which is very easy to do by bumping the table or something like that. I usually try really hard not to move my template, even though I'm moving it now, because I got these stones up under there. All right, and once you have your template, I look it over. I look it over to see if I have any stones missing, like there's a stone missing down here. I also am going to have to check this against the shirt, because you remember there was a section right in there's sections right in here where I don't want stones. So I'm gonna check that after I put it on here, but I kind of just rub my hand over it, just keeps firm but steady pressure, and rub my hand because I have dry hands, to make sure that there are no overlapping stones or extra stones on there. And then once I'm satisfied with that, clean up my stones, put them back in the container, put the lid back on it, put the rubber band back on the container, and then put my stones back up. Because this is the thing, without this band on the container, it's easy to knock these over and spill your stones, and you don't want to do that. That's not cool. It's very frustrating, so let's not do that. But meanwhile, I'm gonna cut off a piece of Hotfix transfer tape. That stuff is pricey. Oh yeah, they are. See, it is not a new product, Geneva. It's actually pretty old. It's a few years old. Um, yeah, like Enduring Heart says, it came out about 3 years ago. And so this is Hotfix transfer tape. You can't use just any transfer tape. It has to be able to go on the heat press. And so this is Hotfix transfer tape. All right. And on our website, on our hotfixfix.store, it's called tacky tape. So you can grab some tacky tape and then lay it over top of the stones, and then kind of rub your hand over it. And once you do, then when we pick this up, it's going to keep all of the stones in place. You see that? So it keeps all the stones in place for us to lay on the shirt in the exact same position as the glitter vinyl strips. Okay, so let me set this off up here off to the side, because I need prints to go on that shirt first. I don't need to put why is prints not cutting out right, y'all? Something fishy is going on, and I don't know what it is. Something fishy, something fishy. So let me cut this off, because I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Hang on, I'm coming. Save as. Oh, you know what? Nice. What do you use to keep your rhinestone patterns on? So what I use to keep the patterns on is a plastic mat material, very similar to a chopping mat. This chopping mat, you can get from Dollar Tree. They're a little bit smaller than the ones that we sell on our website, but that's what this is. It's just basically a kitchen chopping mat that you can use. And then I'm able to store them this way. So all of my rhinestone templates, I keep. He may be too close in a crosshatch. He may be, but it wasn't earlier today. And you remember when I was trying to do the show y'all how to make that rhinestone thing, and it froze, or it was acting real slow. I think that has something to do with it, because it's not even letting me save my stuff right now. Oh, let me bring y'all over here. I know Prince is looking handsome, but I'm gonna have y'all looking at me for a minute. Okay, so let me save this one. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna save it this way. Oh, 1022 ain't too bad. Okay, so there's this one. I'm gonna reboot Silhouette and come back to it. But in order for me to do that, I need to make sure I'm saving all of this, because this was a lot of work. And I don't need to lose it. Okay, got that. And I have this. Let me save this too. All right, so let's reboot that. Thank you, Sheila Cushionberry. That's the link to the plastic mats that Sheila posted right there. Let me close this out. Let me close this out. And hopefully by closing out some of this stuff, I can keep from messing up my stuff. Discard all. Okay. All right. Good night, Elba. Okay, so let's reopen Silhouette. And since finding out that you can put the rhinestones on the glitter vinyl and you can't scratch them off, who in here will probably try this with like a tote? Putting the rhinestones on the glitter vinyl, but on a tote instead of a t-shirt. Or, I mean, heck, you could technically put it on a t-shirt and just not wash it. I'm just saying, you can. Open. Yeah, we're gonna open. This one. With the Silhouette updates, does anyone else have to log in every time you open the business edition? No, I don't. What you might want to do Enduring Heart Designs is double check to make sure that your cookies, you know what I'm saying, is like not turned off on your computer. Because sometimes your cookies will be, you know, the program needs to remember your username and password, so that once you open it, it knows, oh, hey, she was in here before, you know. So don't, but if you're closing it out and it's logging you out every time, there's something in a setting somewhere that's telling your computer to log you out every single time, so that nobody else can get on your computer and use your software without your permission. So I'm going to print one. And if this one doesn't work, then I'm not going to print another one. But I have to print another one. Oh, I have to get this right. I put Hotfix on glitter HCB all the time when I make patches. Right. Okay. See, very good. What? Are you kidding me right now? What in the world? Paper out. Paper out. Why is paper out? All right. Paper should not be out. Hello. Okay. Free 2-day shipping on ink. I'm not out of ink. What y'all saying? I can totally see my ink right now. All right, y'all. So let's see if this one will cut correctly now that I've rebooted everything. It might not, but hopefully it will. And if it doesn't, then I may have to cut this stuff out by hand, which I definitely don't want to do. Or I'll have to use the other cutter, which I'm not going to be able to do that tonight because I got so much stuff. I got so much stuff all over that printer right now until it is insane. Good to know, Gail. Okay. Oh, yeah. Remind me later. Hello. Okay, so let's send to cutter. Please work like you got some sense. What is that machine behind your chair when you are facing the camera? This one? That's the Silhouette Cameo 4. That's the Brother PE 900. And of course, Sawgrass. CJ Spice. So you're saying I can put rhinestones on the glitter vinyl and it not come off? It didn't come off over there. If you wash it, it will. Down there is the my Yaya Han is the Bernina embroidery machine. Oh, underneath the thread. Oh, that's a sublimation oven. This is a sublimation oven. Mm-hmm. Because I've been working on an order. I had an order for 72 mugs that I've been working on for the past few days because yes. Okay. It worked. So rebooting it worked. Yay. I've been working on this order and it's been working okay, but I've been getting inconsistent results. And I didn't know why I was getting inconsistent results. So I went and got that oven from Michael's to see if I could get consistent results. And it was working pretty great at first. And now I'm getting inconsistent results again. So I'm about over this order altogether. It's a very, well, not very important order, but it's an important order. It's going somewhere important, rather, so to speak. And so it's just a little frustrating. That order has been frustrating me. But anyway, let's put this down. Nope, we don't want that in the middle of his forehead. All right, so here is the Caesar DTV transfer paper thing. This is the right one this time, so that we don't have tattoo adhesive on our stuff. Okay, and then you turn it over and then you peel it and it leaves prints behind without adhesive, right? So let's grab our shirt, which did this come? Yes, it did. Fortunately, it don't take that long to heat up. All right. And then, is it getting to the full temp? Yes. Oh, Mylene. I don't know. Huh. I'll have to put the thermometer in there. Because that, honestly, you know what, Mylene? That sounds like what the issue is. Because I get good. Oh man, we're gonna talk about that here in a minute, because that's been making me pretty angry, actually. Because I'm not gonna say there's nothing more frustrating than for your stuff to not turn out right, but there is a lot more frustrating. Like you could mess up prints, and that's more frustrating than messing up these mugs. But saying all that to say, is just that's been chapping my hide. These mugs have been whooping me. Okay, like beat with the drop cord whooping me. Oven thermometer front and back test in both places. My mugs get inconsistent when I don't let the oven completely cool down. I can do maybe 3 runs before it starts burning cups. Mine isn't burning the cups. Mine is not cooking them completely. So I get a good 3-4 runs out of it, right? And then once I get 3-4 runs out of it, then it'll act like it's not printing them. It'll have undercooked spots on. Man, don't tick me off all over again. More mugs will take more time. I've turned the time up, Jesse, I swear. So this is the thing. I'm running 4 mugs at a time, right? All of them have the green silicone wrap on it. Okay. So all of them have the green silicone wrap holding the mug tight. All right. Now we getting off into a whole different subject, but there's no worries. I don't care. So that's letting my heat press heat up. So it's getting to the full, I mean, so I press the button, tell it that I want it to be, at first I was doing them at 380 or something like that. Right. And so it would get to 380. I put the mugs in and they would kind of ghost a little bit. And I was like, okay, cool. So I ordered the green wrap things because I was trying to sublimate under the handle. That wasn't, yeah, man, is y'all, I've been through the ringer with these mugs. Okay. So I was able to get them under the handle, but then look at how it was doing under the handle. And so once I was doing under the handle, so I did, I figured out how to do shrink wrap under the handle and get the shrink wrap to work, because I had to cut it but then tape it a certain way to get it. So once I did that, that seemed to work, but then down here around this part of the cup would not print. It would be this color, not the dark blue color, as if it wasn't getting contact. So that had me upset. So I was like, okay, fine. I'm like, dude, I can't, because number one, when I booked this job, I did not say that it was going to be a full print mug. I never said that. You came up with that yourself. So I'm like, dude, that's not how mugs work. Like, I'm doing this for you, but it's not working. So he was like, okay, fine, just don't do under the handle. So then I got the wrap, these wrap things, and I was putting them on the mugs, right? And they were pressing beautifully, 380 something degrees, 385 for 14 minutes. All four of them would come out. They would press beautiful, but the part of the bottom of the writing would be a little fuzzy, like just barely fuzzy. And that ticks me off because I'm like, it's not perfect. It's not sharp. So I'm wasting mugs doing this mess, right? So once I got to the place where I turned the heat up because it was doing that fuzzy thing. So I turned the heat up. Once I turned the heat up to 400 and I had all four in there, they would come out and they would look good. Okay. So great. No worries. I was doing all kinds of stuff in between. So the oven would cool all the way down. I turn it back on, wrap more rugs. So I'd probably do like 2 runs or maybe 3 runs and then let it cool all the way down because somebody would come over or I'd be doing something else or whatever. Then I heat it back up, put the mugs back in. So after about 3 times of doing that, now it's like the mugs are coming out like this, where they're not. It's like certain sections of, I said, oh my God, no, you ain't acting up again. So I don't know. Now I pulled out my go-to tumbler press, the one that rotates. And I'm going to try and press them in that, since I'm not doing under the handle now. I was trying that at first, but I knew I couldn't keep using it because I was doing under the handle. But now that I'm not doing under the handle, I'm going to go back to that and try that again. But I can only do 2 mugs at a time in that, and hope that that works, because at this point I'm about ready to take every last one of the mugs out, throw them up in the air and hit them with a baseball bat and be doing target practice with them, because that's just where I'm at this point in time. But anyway, I digress. That's what I'm doing with the and I don't ever have issues with tumblers. Ever have issues with tumblers or mugs. Sorry. I don't ever have issues with mugs or tumblers, actually. But for whatever reason, these mugs are giving me a fit. And I'm like literally over it. I'm so over it, it makes no sense. All right, so there is Prince, y'all, looking real smixy like, okay? There is Prince. He is on the shirt. He looks great. There's no offset or anything with him. He looks really good, okay? Like really, 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 really good, okay? So now that we have him and he's looking delectable, okay? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this a little bit, try and get some of that heat, keep some of that heat off of my table. And then we're going to take this. So here is the violet ice that I brushed in earlier. Violet ice is a very pretty, sparkly rhinestone, and it's almost as pretty as the icy stones. All right, almost as pretty as the icy stones. All right, and so being that this shirt was hot, you might have to stretch a little bit to get it to lay into place. But remember, we got these right here. I may leave that. That's actually cute. Now that I'm looking at that, I didn't think that was going to be cute, but that's actually cute. It kind of looks like curtains, like beaded. I don't know. What y'all think? Should I leave those going right there or should I take them off? I think it's cute. I had a stone come out of place, so I'm going to pop this into place. Actually look like, no, there it is. Oh no, did you flip over to? Thanks, stone. 1039. Okay. I'm not going to be able to do the other shirt, but. All right. So let's put that right there. Leave it, leave them cute as it is, leave them. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all right. That was unintentional. I promise. Because them stones was not supposed to be right there. And it kind of goes with him. You know what I'm saying? Because like that would like he would love this shirt. I know he would have loved this shirt. Because this is like totally his aesthetic. Okay. All right, so there's those. Looks like I'm missing a stone right there, but we'll come back to that. We'll revisit that here in a minute. Okay, now, when you take a shirt off of the heat press, it tends to stretch, okay, because heat relaxes the fibers of the shirt. So as you see, this is off a little bit. So we're going to kind of like give this a little bit of a tug. Let me see if that's going to work. It may not work. I may have to cut this and then press this separate, or I can just do this number right here and nudge it with my fingernail. So that's what I'm gonna do, because ain't nobody got time to be doing other stuff. We ain't got time. So I'm nudging this over with my fingernail, getting it to line up with the tracks that I've made in the glitter vinyl for these rhinestones. And all I'm doing is just kind of gliding my fingernail up against them with some pressure to scooch them over. I'm scooching them over through the plastic. So don't think that, you know, if you go to put a design down and it doesn't line up and it's like, oh my God, now I got to scrape the tape and get these stones up. Nope. Just take a minute, reassess, and look at, you know, you can probably nudge whatever you're doing in place and it not be as off as you think it is. So sometimes you have to do that. But see, look at there. These is going right where they need to go. Scooching them over. Scoochy, scoochy. Scoochy, scoochy. Scoochy, scoochy. All right, scoochy, scoochy. Look at there. You would think that they were in place to begin with, and they weren't. Okay. So don't ever think you can't fix the situation with rhinestones. You can. It is very possible that tape is. All right, down here, I don't have much tape, so there's a skinty tape down here. Give me a minute. This is going to be a bit of a challenge, so let's do this. Make life easier on myself, and I'm going to add some tape down here. That will hopefully help me scooch these over. Yes, holler. Okay. There wasn't enough tape down here. It was scooching beyond my control. Okay. Oh, that looks good. That looks amazing. I am so excited. So there's one stone right there. I need to put a violet ice stone right there. Let me see. What is this? This is violet ice. Boop. Perfect. And so even though I can't, well, as we saw, I can press to the glitter vinyl, but to make sure that I can wash this shirt and not have to worry about the stones coming off, I can press to, you know, make tracks in here for these stones. That's not going to work. See that one on his thumb? That's too much on the vinyl. So that's going to come off. It's going to come off. So ain't no point in me pressing that. Okay, I'm going to scooch that down just a little bit so that it fills in a little bit. All right, so now let's press this. And then we'll do a peel reveal. And then we'll be done with this shirt. Now, we could theoretically go ahead and press the other shirt, which is the first one I showed you. And we could put bling on the first one. And the bling that I'm talking about for the first one is this right here. And put this on the purple vinyl. And that would work to as long as I don't wash the shirt. Because like I said, this isn't coming off. Look, it's still not coming off. Okay. So I could do it. I just can't wash my shirt. Which, who wants to wash prints anyway? Okay. Okay. All right. So here we go. And here's the peel reveal. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, my goodness gracious. I got a stone on my, one stone on my transfer tape. But look at that. Somebody come and look at this. These are over just a little bit. These are over just a little bit. But other than that, look at how amazing. Look how amazing that looks. Look at that. Oh my God, y'all. He would love this shirt. He would really love this shirt. He really would. Like, I know that deep down in my soul. That turned out way prettier than I expected it to. Okay. Oh, see, here's one that's on the vinyl. So that's going to pop off eventually. But the rest of them should be fine because they're on, well, no, there's one in his hair right there that might not stick. And one on his hair, that's not going to stay. But that looks so good. Ooh, that looks good. So anyways, here's a print shirt, y'all. It's so cute. Oh my God. I love it so much. And this will replace the one that I made years, what was that? Like I said, in November of 2021, and the stones came off. I do see a couple of things that I would like to tweak if I were to make this shirt again. But other than this, y'all, I love this. I love this with so much of my soul right now. This is very pretty. So what time is it? 10:47. I'm y'all, hold up. Hilarious. I am mad at this. Oh my God, I am mad. This brought her out the bushes. I should have known. Y'all, the reason why I love this man so much like I do is because of this woman right here. I am mad. Oh, all this time you was like, I don't know how to type in the chat. Oh, that helpful figured out how to type in the chat. Oh, that is my auntie, y'all. That is my aunt. And it's because of her that I love Prince as much as I do. She introduced me to Prince. Okay. Years and years ago, long before a young, tender mind of mine should have been even thinking about a Prince. I was in love with this thing as a little young child. So, but anyway, this is gorgeous. I'm gonna have to make her one. I just gotta make sure what size shirt to do, but I'll make it for you because this is so pretty. That turned out really, really, really pretty. That turned out that I'm gonna be honest. This turned out better than the original, like this one that is all over. The one that's the solid feel, the lines turned out better than to me than the solid feel. And we can try the solid feel because I ain't got nothing but time tonight. And I can show you what it looked like. But that's yeah, no, that's hot. That's hot. That is hot, y'all. Like that's hot. I'm very shocked at how hot that turned out to be. Hold on, let me go get some iris. That's bomb. That's bomb.com right there. So all right. Yeah, it did pop. Am I DD girl? No, DD ma'am. I ain't selling that and going to jail. No, sir. Getting all my little bit of YouTube shut down off of some Prince folks. For the Prince camp does not play. Okay. Like if they ever reached out and was like, you know what, no, that's fine, you can sell that, I would probably have a heart attack on the spot and be in the hospital because there is no way. They do not. They fiercely protect that brand. So like really I shouldn't have been making that shirt, but I'm making it for me. So and I'm gonna make one for my aunt, but that's it. I ain't making that for sale. Let's brush this in fairly quickly and I'll show you what it looks like on the rhinestones. And then that's just going to be a shirt that I'm just not going to wash. Just not going to wash, especially using these icy iris stones. Definitely not washing that shirt. I ain't losing none of these darn stones, and these stones cost too much for that. So at any rate, going back to the new color that we are that we have on the website is Prism, and this is the icy Prism right here. So it is now available. You guys have been asking for it for a while, and it took me a minute to be able to save up to get it, you know, brought in. So that's that. It is available in the hotfixpix.store. It will not be available in the buy-in until it probably is gonna be some months before that's available in the buy-in, because that's another one that's kind of like Penny. I see Penny is on the pricey side for us. So but it is in hotfixpix.store, and it is a gorgeous stone. It is one of the colors that I do have on the shirt that I'm wearing. So there was a little bit of a hint about the color, but I just didn't tell you that that's what color I had on the shirt. Okay. So it is available now. Miss Joyce, I know, asked about it. Trying to think of who else that was like, let me know. I know it was Miss Joyce, but I'm trying to think of who else. I don't have, you know what? Don't purchase it in SS6. So if you're looking for it in SS6, I think it's on the website in SS6, but that's not correct. Now that I think about it. And honey, if you paying attention, can you cut SS6 off? Because I did not get it in. Okay. I did not get it in SS6. More than positive. And I might have, but for right now, until I go double check, I'm not going to have it listed. So, oh, he's a good man. He is a good man back there, y'all, because he knows from day one. I was like, yep, no Prince. Prince show up, it's a wrap. I love you. And I love you from a distance. But if Prince show up and he asks, I'm gonna have to be out the door for him. And he knows that. But he's such a loving husband. He knows. He knew Prince wasn't coming, so he didn't have to worry about it. But you know, I'm just saying. And as you see, there is a lot of stones in this full coverage one. I know it was over 2,400 stones, and you get 2,880 in this chip. So I knew it was going to use. But once it's on there, it is pretty. It ain't. I think the strips of stones is prettier. My personal opinion, but we'll see, because it's been a minute since I looked at this. Because when I tell y'all, I saw red when I got my shirt out the dryer, and I saw all them stones was off of my darn shirt. So I it hurt. It hurt me down to my toenails, and so I just kind of like pushed the shirt off to the side and never really paid. As a matter of fact, I think I just threw it in the trash because that's how mad I was. So I don't remember how it looked. I got to make my auntie one of these shirts. And then that's that. Oh, speaking of which, auntie, will you please text me what size shirt you want? Go ahead and text it to me so that I can get that, because I'm sure I have a shirt out there that I got all kind of sizes, so I ain't worried about it. And let me know if you want a hoodie or if you want a t-shirt. A t-shirt you can wear longer than a hoodie, because it won't be too much longer, and it'll be warm weather again. Unless you want a hoodie and a t-shirt. Here we go. Let's see. I think this is big enough. Let's see. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let me get a fresh piece of transfer tape. Make sure my heat press is on. All right. A bigger piece of transfer tape so I can make sure we cover all of our bases. And like I said, this one is going to, would you consider selling the template? And now I can add my own words on the inside. Put the heat in the dryer, loosen the glue. Yes. Marlene, yes, that's why. Okay, so EJ's daughter, yes. Mylene, that's why when I tell people about making rhinestone shirts for their customers, when they buy our stones, I would tell them, tell your customers not to wash or dry with hot water or a hot dryer. Do not, because heat, you're applying it with heat. So automatically applying it with heat, the heat is going to mess with the glue. Okay. So if you want customers to come back fussing because the rhinestones are falling off, if they're coming back in their rhinestones, if you pressed it with a heat press, especially like this HTV Ront 2, and it's at 170 pressure, and you're doing it at the 350 degrees, it's on a regular t-shirt, 350 degrees for the 15 seconds, it should, okay, auntie, those stones should not be coming off of that shirt. I'm sorry, they just shouldn't. If they come off that shirt, you need to let me know. I'll see what color it is, figure out what's what. I have yet to have any of our, because I test our stuff, and I have yet to have any stones fail. Because you see, just like the shirt that I have on, it has the prism on there. So I have the shirt on. My husband washes the clothes. You know, I mean, if the stones come off, I'll know it before anybody else will. And if I see stones coming off, then that's going to be an issue. But I test our stuff, right? So if your customer is getting shirts, and the stones are falling off. 9 times out of 10, they're washing and drying that shirt. They're not laying it flat to dry. I recommend lay flat to dry. Do not put it in the dryer. Lay it flat to dry. Why over here this is acting up? Okay, so another lesson real quick. That looks amazing, but I like the lines better. The lines are more, give more, I don't know, the lines look better, but I'm gonna have to do this again because look what happened. Can you see that? See the stones right there on the end? Well, maybe I could fix it. Hold on. Oh no, they kind of popping back in place. Hold on. Nope, they ain't going back in place good enough for me. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna lay this right back on the template that I just took it off of. And do like I just did and nudge these stones right back into place like they're supposed to be back in their holes, because for some reason they came out of their holes, and we can't have that. So just don't get frustrated when things don't come together like they're supposed to, so to speak, because it's usually a simple fix. Usually you just gotta sit there, take time, and nudge a little bit here, squish a little bit there. Oh, there was an extra stone there, I think. Let me take a look. No, it just came all the way out of place. That's what that was. Okay. Okay. All right. So see, let's just pop it right back where it was. Now we'll pick it right back up. And then I'm going to lay this right back down. And it don't help that I cut it to size, so I don't have much room to be grabbing on it and moving it around. So that's my bad on that one. Okay. Let me stretch this out. Let me see. That looks good. That looks good. But this over here is a little bit off. So let me scoot you over some. Scoot you over a little bit more. Make it more evenly spaced. Okay. All right, so let's press this, and then once we press this, we're gonna go over to the desk, and I'm gonna show you both of them. How long did it take me to cut this template? It did not take me very long at all, because I cut my templates with a Graphtec. My Graphtec cutter is an industrial cutter, and it's very fast. So it doesn't take me long to cut templates at all, actually. So that's a good thing. All right, so I'm going to bring this one over, cut the heat press off. All right, let's cut the heat press off. Whoops. Let's take this off. I'm gonna go ahead and peel it over here so that it's done, and I'm gonna bring this one as well. All right, and we can't look at the shirt without looking at it properly. So let's get this set up. That doesn't make no sense, y'all. I swear it don't. Because we got to cut the light off. And where is my, here it is, my remote control for the light. Because I know my husband is like, you won't cut the light off. So we got to cut the light off. And then we're going to give it a little bit of help. But first, Someday I'll get a Graph Tech crafty girl. Whew, Graph Tech payment ain't no joke. So this is Grace in my heart and Fire in my soul. This is the icy prism up at the top. Icy prism, you see that? And then the outline to the heart is icy prism. This and this is icy fire. I'm sorry, lava, icy lava. So this is icy lava for the fire and the words and the inside of the heart. And then soul, the inside of the word soul is icy penny. And this is icy penny. The outline to the word soul is icy prism as well. Okay. So let's do this so that you can see it good. See those colors in icy prism. Move hair. So this is icy prism. And it is a color shifting color. So it can look green at one moment it'll look pink, one moment it'll look gold. That's icy prism. Okay. And then you see that icy lava and the icy penny is acting a whole fool. Grace in my heart, fire in my soul. I will have to post this on it's SS10 and I'll have to post it on the website. I don't have it posted yet. Okay. And then this is the first shirt. This is the first print shirt that we did. Y'all, oh my God. Oh my God. I love it so much. I love it so much. And actually, what does SS10 mean? SS10 is the size of the stone. So the size of the stone, no, not stitch. Ida, it's not on the website yet. The name of the new stone is Icy Prism. SS10 on our website, we sell SS10 and SS6. SS6 is much smaller. It's a much smaller stone. But y'all, this is glitter vinyl. Purple, it's like a lavender glitter vinyl. And then we used violet ice rhinestones for this. This is violet ice rhinestones. Okay. Somebody come and look at this. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So this is violet ice. And I want to say it's lavender. I need to look at the color of that glitter vinyl, And then this one is the same glitter vinyl, but it is icy prism rhinestones on top of the glitter vinyl. This is icy prism on top of the glitter vinyl. Now, by doing icy prism on top of the glitter vinyl, I can, like this, see, this is not coming off. See, these stones are not scratching off of this shirt. But I promise you, if you wash this shirt, these stones are going to come off of the shirt. Not all of them, but some of them will. So I totally, please, just listen, just trust me. Trust me, I will not be washing this shirt. Okay, I will not wash this shirt, but it does look amazing. It definitely looks amazing. It is very pretty. Okay, very pretty, very pretty. The background, yeah, I can do the background, but I'm not doing him. I'm not doing his picture. Now, with this one, I can wash it. I can wash this one. The reason why I can wash this one and not the other one is because I put channels in the glitter vinyl where the stones are being adhered to the shirt. The stones are being adhered to the shirt. They're not on the glitter vinyl. So that's why I made those tracks in the glitter vinyl so that the rhinestones can still be around the image, but they're on the shirt. Okay. Sink, soak in cold water, and then yeah. Well, I say if you're talking about just regular rhinestones, not this one, but regular rhinestones, wash in cold water and lay it flat to dry. This one, I won't even. I'm not gonna. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm just not. I'm just not gonna. I'm not even gonna try it because when I tell you my feelings was hurt with my first shirt, yeah, no, I'm not. But this one, I will not wash it because the rhinestones are not touching the shirt. They are touching the glitter vinyl. Okay. Y'all, look at that. Oh, look at that. That's a thumbnail right there, buddy. What? That's a thumbnail and a half. Look at that. This is Icy Iris on this lavender glitter vinyl. It's Icy Iris. Okay. So here's this one. And then here's this one. They both look amazing. Oh my gosh. And it's crazy. So look, can y'all look at this? Look at how this has done, right? Look at how this is playing with you. Playing with your mind somewhat. Okay. Let me fold this and fold this and show you what I'm talking about. This is a trip. Okay. So look at this. Look at how, because this one is in the strips and not on the glitter vinyl. Well, you know what? This is a darker stone too. A little bit darker of a color stone. But it's almost like it changed the color of the glitter vinyl. You see that? It's almost like it changed the color of the glitter vinyl. It didn't. It's the exact same glitter vinyl. It's just that this one is not on the glitter vinyl, but this one is on the glitter vinyl. And this is a little bit darker of a stone, but even down here where there are no rhinestones, see that strip where there's no rhinestones there? It still looks like a different color glitter vinyl. Ain't that a trip? Because of the stones on the shirt, but it's the exact same. Oh, y'all. Oh my God. Look at that. Somebody come and look at this. Somebody come and look at this. Oh my goodness gracious. But anyway, so thank y'all for coming to hang out. It was fun. I appreciate it. Again, we have Icy Prism is a new color that's available that you can purchase. But ultimately, you can put rhinestones on glitter vinyl. Where did I get the picture? I don't remember, Miss Joyce. That was in 2021. I don't remember. But I have a ton of Prince pictures in my archives. So there's that. I want to say this is Under the Cherry Moon. So if you look up Under the Cherry Moon, you'll probably find this picture because that's the name of that of his movie that this picture would have been taken from. That's Under the Cherry Moon. But who in here said that the rhinestones would not stay stuck to the glitter vinyl? It'll be interesting to find out who actually said it didn't. And for those that said that it would, congratulations, you're right. The rhinestones do stay stuck to the glitter vinyl very well. I couldn't even scratch them off. So that was super cool. But keep in mind, if you wash it, there is a high probability that those stones are going to come off of the glitter vinyl. So if you did use the method of putting rhinestones on glitter vinyl, you would need to apply that to something that's not going to get washed. So whether that be a patch or whether that be a ball cap, actually, you can put it on a hat. Or it could be on a tote bag or something along those lines where you're not going to be washing it in the washing machine. Or you can put it on a shirt, but that's just going to be a shirt that you ain't going to be washing. Okay. So just keep that in mind as you go through your journey of using rhinestones on different materials. But vinyl as a whole, no, the rhinestones, Hotfix rhinestones don't work on regular vinyl. It will pop off. They don't stay stuck to that material because it's a slick material and it just won't stay adhered to it. Miss Sharon Davenport, thank you so much for the super chat and for just, did I take it over yonder? I must have took it over yonder because I don't see it. I don't remember taking it over here. I apologize. But thank you so much for the freaking holler. Yes, honey. Yes. So hopefully we answered your questions. If we had our own picture, would you make the template? Ooh. Well, I showed you how to make the template. It wasn't that hard. It wasn't super hard at all. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to make a short about it so that you could see just how easy it was. It was very easy to do. Because you're working with just a box. It was so easy to actually do this. But that would be the better way, because at this point, with me working on all these mugs and struggling with all these mugs, I don't want to talk to nobody, see nobody, hear from nobody for a week. Okay. I'm just saying that's how annoying these mugs have been. That's how annoying these mugs are. But anyway, I digress. So thank y'all for coming to hang out. I really appreciate you being here. And if you have any questions in regards to rhinestones, just shoot me an email. And I'll try and answer them as best as possible. But we do have a slew full of videos here on this channel and on a lot of our sister channels, such as Craftable Things, on Making with Marilyn, on Crafting with Delonda, on Unbiased, I think, has a video or two on rhinestones. I mean, they're Coretta, Angel B. It's a lot of folks with rhinestone tutorials to show how to do the different methods with rhinestone. So just don't think that there's a stranger. When does your cutters? I don't know. Huh? What you asking me? What are you asking me? Let me know what you're asking. What does your cutter look like? Let me show you what my cutter looks like. Let's see. 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 Oh. Let's see. I would turn. I can't turn this camera. This one is, the cord is so short on this thing that it will not work to flip around. But I can show you right here. This is what it looks like. Let's share screen. This is my graph tech. This is what it looks like. And it is 18 inches. I want to say it's 18 inches wide. I don't have the big, huge one. There's one like this one here is like 50,000 inches big. 52, I believe it is the biggest one. Mine is not that big. I have the little one. It's this one. It's big enough to fit on my desktop, but it is very big on my desktop. But it's not as wide as the Romeo. The Romeo is 24 inches. Mine right here is 18. Hey, Vicky. I know, right? So that's what mine looks like. And it is a very good cutter. A very good cutter. Now, it doesn't do all the cool stuff that some of these other cutters do, like the scan and cut and stuff like that. But when I tell you it cuts very fast and very good for a very long stretch of cutting, it's like I have a roll of flop attached to the back of that graph tech, and I tell it to cut 50 templates, and it will cut 50 templates without stopping, because it'll just feed it off of that roll and keep right on going as long as I let it go. So it's worth it if you cut a lot of templates. But if somebody doesn't cut a lot of templates like that, I do not recommend it. I just don't. Unless you do a lot of cutting, industrial type of cutting, I don't recommend it. Unless you just got that kind of money to burn. Hey, Jesse. No, mine isn't 24. Mine is 18 inches. I have the 18-inch graph tech. So good night, Auntie. So you guys have a great night. I appreciate you, and thank you for coming to hang out. And please keep in mind that we have more awesomeness coming down the pipes. I kid you not. I cannot wait to show you what we have to add to our rhinestone lineup. I am so excited. It makes absolutely no sense, and it's killing me to keep it from y'all. But it's coming, and when it comes, it's going to be big. Okay, so just keep that in mind. We got some stuff coming down the pipes for you guys, and I'm looking forward to showing you what else we got in store. And if you do some rhinestones on glitter vinyl, post a picture in the Facebook group. I would love to see it. Okay. So thank you guys. Andrea, we got flock. We got flock. We have the pink flock. And we have more purple flock coming. I have more purple flock coming. I don't think I have 24-inch coming. I don't think, but I do have more purple flock coming. It's going to be on the way probably within the next week or two. So, and the bell. I forgot about the bell. I keep forgetting about the bell. Email me again about the bell. Please email me because I do forget. And Bling Fest, yes, I do need to get with you guys and let you guys know what our dates are looking like for Bling Fest. But right now, I don't have that information. I need them to lock something in first. And once they lock that in, then I'll know what I can tell you. Okay. All right. So you guys have a great night. Thanks for coming to hang out with us. And until the next time we see you guys, we hope you have happy Prince Bling. Don't be dreaming about my man either. I'm just saying, keep my man out your dreams. I don't care how fire the t-shirt was. Keep my man out your dreams. All right. I'm just saying. Bye, y'all. Have a good night. Oh.